For this vlog, I want to talk about the game franchise The Sims. The Sims is a life simulation game published by Electronic Arts, and it's firstly designed by Will Wright. He was inspired by his experience of rebuilding his life after the Auckland firestorm. The main series currently has came out with 4 games, and in all these 4, players need to control the Sims, who are the virtual characters created by the players, to live in a giant world just like the world human beings are living in. Players control Sims to meet their daily needs and develop skills. Sims will also generate some wills, and they will interact with the Sim world autonomously, and they are able to interact with each other to develop their relationships. Players can play this game indefinitely. Eric Boland described the game in his article that it is more like a toy, and the goal is never to win. This also ensures its replay value. The Sims is the first game in the franchise. It came out in February 2000 and could be played on Microsoft Windows. Trey Walker states in the article that The Sims has sold more than 11.3 million copies around the world, surpassing the best-selling PC games in history. Eric introduces in his article that the game uses a combination of 3D and 2D graphics techniques. The Sims themselves are rendered in 3D, whereas the house and all its objects are pre-rendered and displayed diametrically. Sims in this game have 3 life stages, including baby, child, and adult. The second game in this franchise is The Sims 2. Released in September 2004, designers for this game were working on how to make it more believable. Because of the development of technology, starting from its version, the game environment is full 3D. Designers pay efforts on featuring facial expressions of Sims and developing more articulate animation. Sims are developed to have 6 life stages, and they have different personalities and memories. Their ways of doing things are based on the personalities they got, and the system is called aspirations. When players create a Sim, there are 25 points available to assign on each personality. The developers of Sims 2 applies complex calculations to make this artificial intelligence more reasonable in order to provide players with more realistic simulation. Sims are designed to have happy locks. The executive producer explained happy locks in an interview, and she said it can show the degree to which Sims' needs are fulfilled and how badly these Sims want to address their unfulfilled needs. Besides, developers want the Sims to have individualism. Players will feel that when others seem to do something they are not willing to do, they will complain and feel unhappy. Sims 2 has 8 expansion packs, including the attractive expansion of racing packs. The Sims 3 was first released in June 2009 on OS X and Microsoft Windows. It also has a smartphone version released at the same time. The Sims 3 provides Sims flexibilities of traveling around the neighbors. Using bicycles nearby, The Sims 3 added a new reward system. The lifetime happiness points earned by fulfilling the Sims' needs can be exchanged for rewards. In addition, players can turn on a story progression mode to keep the town alive. Under this mode, things happen will be unpredictable. Besides, The Sims 3 will have random opportunities. The website sims.wikia.com describes opportunity as a set quest, with a set of goals a Sim can complete for a reward. Opportunities are optional. The players can cancel the opportunity whenever they wish. Changes are made on creating a Sim. Instead of having to choose from already finished fields which include hair, body shape, it is now possible to alter the facial structures, like widening the nose, thinning the lips, and players can select different eye colors and additional skin tones. Also, personalities this time are determined by the traits selected during the creation. Eleven expansion packs were released for The Sims 3. You can see the increase in its entertainment. The Sims 4 was released in September 2014. When create a sim in The Sims 4, it provides colorization of features, and more precise changes and adjustments can be made on the sims. When complete an aspiration, sim will get a trait during creation, lifespan, and age duration can be customized. The Sims 4 combines the lifetime award system in 3 and the aspiration system in 2. Sims can do two things at the same time. They can still do whatever you want, but there is an achievement system. More outfits, objects, and traits can be unlocked by completing tasks, so it's more goal-related. Sims becomes more motions-driven. They need to be cheered up before they do certain tasks, and more motions and body languages that can be triggered by memories and objects around the Sims. Memories can be collected, but are optional. The player can choose whether or not the game prompts them to capture a memory. And all NPCs are interactive in The Sims 4. So far, it has 3 expansion packs. I would like to say this franchise, The Sims, is evolved with the development of the technology, and more importantly, designers are continually improving the game in order to provide players with more engaging gaming experience. This helps to ensure that The Sims can always attract players with its impressive life simulation.